This is All India Radio. We now bring you a special news program on COVID-19. Good evening. I'm Valsa Williams and with me is Prashant Kumar Sinha. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi takes stock of issues and reforms in agriculture, urges to use technology to benefit farmers. Relief package for MSME sector to be announced soon, says Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. Recovery rate from COVID-19 goes up to 26.65% in the country. Migrant labourers and students from different states start reaching their hometowns. Government releases academic calendar for 9th and 10th classes, focus on technological methods and social media tools for teaching. All domestic and international flight services to remain suspended in the country till midnight of 17th May. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a meeting today to deliberate on the issues and reforms required in the agriculture sector. Special emphasis was given on reforms in agriculture marketing, management of marketable surplus, access of farmers to institutional credit and freeing agriculture sector of various restrictions. The Prime Minister laid a special emphasis on technological intervention in the agriculture sector in order to unlock the entire value chain benefiting the farmers in the country. It was also decided to further strengthen the role of farmer-producer organizations to bring vibrancy in the agrarian economy, transparency in agriculture trade, and enable maximum benefits to farmers. The Prime Minister also made a call to boost brand India and stated that in order to increase agriculture commodity export in the country, commodity-specific boards and councils need to be set up. The meeting laid a focus on making strategic interventions in the existing marketing ecosystem and bringing appropriate reforms. Concessional credit flow, special Kisan credit card drive and facilitation of inter- and intrastate trade of agriculture produce were a few of the other important issues discussed in the meet. Development of eNAM into an integrated platform to enable e-commerce was also discussed. Various possibilities to bring up uniform statutory framework in the country to infuse capital and technology in the agrarian economy were also explored. The Prime Minister emphasized on introducing new measures to protect the interest of small and marginal farmers. Special focus was also given to making the Essential Commodities Act compatible with present times to incentivize large-scale private investment in post-production agriculture infrastructure. Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Minister Nitin Gadkari has said the government is likely to announce a relief package for the MSME sector soon. Addressing a webinar in New Delhi today, Mr. Gadkari said recommendations for a relief package have been sent to the Finance Minister and Prime Minister. The package is expected to be announced in due course. He further said all stakeholders must adopt an integrated approach to overcome the crisis while ensuring the lives and livelihood of people. Mr. Gadkari also urged industry to have a positive attitude during these testing times. Highlighting the economic crisis across the world, Mr. Gadkari said it is a golden opportunity for Indian industries and entrepreneurs to explore new businesses. He welcomed global players to invest in the country.
The second installment of 500 rupees is being transferred directly into the accounts of women beneficiaries of the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. The centre has released the amount to the banks, which will be crediting the amount directly into the accounts of around 20 crore women Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan beneficiaries. More on this from our correspondent.
Under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had announced 3 installments of 500 rupees each for every women Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan account holder. The first installment of the relief amount, in addition to several other financial assistance, was deposited directly into the accounts of women beneficiaries in the last month. More than 10,000 crore rupees was given in the hands of over 20 crore women beneficiaries to help them brave the Corona Challenge. Centre has already released another 10,000 crore rupees to extend relief in the form of second installment for the month of May. The money can be withdrawn by the Women Jan Dhan account holders starting from Monday. A staggered date plan for beneficiaries to visit the bank in order to withdraw the money has also been announced so that adequate precaution of social distancing can be ensured. Beneficiaries with account numbers ending with 0 and 1 are advised to visit the bank branch on Monday. Accounts ending with 2 and 3 should visit banks on 5th May, that is Tuesday. Those beneficiaries whose Jan Dhan accounts end with number 4 and 5 should visit the banks on Wednesday, 6th May. Accounts with 6 and 7 in the end to make a visit on Friday, 8th May. And the accounts with 8 and 9 as the last digit should visit the bank branch in next week on Monday, 11th May. Stay home, maintain social distancing and keep listening to AIR News for the latest. Anand Chaturvedi, AIR News, Delhi.
The recovery rate in the country from COVID-19 has gone up to 26.65%. A total of 1,061 patients have been cured in the past 24 hours, taking the total number of recovered patients to 9,950. So far, the country has reported 37,336 confirmed COVID-19 cases. The Ministry of Health in a statement said the central government is taking several steps along with the states and union territories for prevention, containment and management of COVID-19 through a graded, preemptive and proactive approach. It said these are being regularly reviewed and monitored at the highest level. Migrant labourers and students from different states have started reaching their hometowns. The first lot of 1,200 stranded and migrant labourers who reached Hatia railway station from Telangana last night have safely reached to their respective home districts. The first special train from Kota in Rajasthan has arrived at Hatia railway station in Ranchi, Jharkhand today, bringing around 1,490 students who were studying in various medical and engineering coaching institutes. The Ranchi district administration has arranged for around 70 sanitized buses at the railway station to ply these students to 14 districts of the states. Our correspondent reports that the Jharkhand government has also deployed nodal officers who will escort each bus travelling to the respective district.
A 26-coach special relief train brought students hailing from 14 districts of the state today at Hatia railway station. As every student thanked the efforts taken by the government, upon deboarding the train they were taken to Paras HEC hospital in Ranchi from the railway station for proper medical screening and examination. Welcomed with food packets, flowers and drinks, all the students seemed elated on reaching to their native place during the lockdown period. Proper measures of social distancing was maintained by the students themselves. Meanwhile, the state government has strictly instructed parents to not worry as the government officials will properly escort all the kids to their residence with due care. All necessary protocols of inking them with non-washable stamps of home quarantine and medical examination is also to be followed. Another train bringing around 950 students of Jharkhand towards Dhanbad railway zone is expected to leave from Kota in Rajasthan in a short while from now. This is Shilpi from Ranchi.
Special trains from Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala have left for Hatia in Jharkhand, carrying nearly 1,200 migrant labourers this evening. Meanwhile, 4 other trains, one from Ernakulam to Bhubaneswar, another from Aluva to Patna in Bihar, one from Kozhikode to Jharkhand, and another train from Tirur to Bihar are being scheduled to leave soon. A report.
After the high-level meeting in Thiruvananthapuram, Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan said that the state will follow the centre's guidelines strictly in connection with the lockdown extension till May 17th. Relaxations will be only applicable in non-hotspot regions. Strict surveillance and alert will be continued across the state. Public transport will not be allowed in the state during the period. All kinds of gatherings will continue to be prohibited. Mr. Vijayan said that Sundays will remain a complete holiday with no shops or offices opening and no vehicles will be allowed except for emergencies. Meanwhile, 2 positive COVID-19 cases were confirmed in Kerala today and 8 persons recovered from the disease. Presently, 96 active COVID-19 cases are there in the state. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
A special train carrying stranded labourers from Jaipur has reached Danapur Patna station this afternoon. Bihar Health Minister Mangal Pandey welcomed the passengers at the railway station. 1,174 labourers of Nagaur district of Rajasthan have returned to Bihar by this train. After screening of passengers, they were sent to their home districts by separate buses. migrant labourers will be kept in block-level quarantine centres for 14 days. In Rajasthan, the number of COVID-19 infected persons has gone up to 2,720 and 54 new persons found positive today. 714 people have been discharged from the hospitals so far in the state. Our correspondent reports that migrants and students stranded due to the lockdown are now reaching their homes.
A special train will depart for Dhanbad after a short while with students from Kota. Migrant students taking coaching in various institutes of Kota have departed for Odisha, Tripura and Arunachal Pradesh today. About 800 students have also been sent to Delhi. There are about 12,000 students from Bihar here. Special train services may also be operated for them from tomorrow. On the other hand, more than 1,000 workers from Nagaur have been sent to Uttar Pradesh by buses. Meanwhile, the State Health Minister Dr. Raghu Sharma told that the state has achieved the target to develop the facility to conduct 10,000 tests per day. Corona testing facility will be made available in every district of the state soon. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
The first special train carrying migrant labourers of Uttar Pradesh has moved from Nasik in Maharashtra and will reach Lucknow tomorrow. The state government is in talks with the concerned officials for running more such trains for the migrant workers stranded in Gujarat and Maharashtra, since their numbers are very high, but will first ensure the list of the workers and their medical checkups. More from our correspondent.
Around 845 migrant workers are returning to their native places in a special train which will reach Lucknow via Jhansi and Kanpur. After medical checkup, the workers will be sent to their homes where they will be kept in quarantine. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has ordered to open the vegetable and fruit mandis till late in evening and ensure regular sanitization. Sabhapati of Lucknow Mandi and ADM Lucknow, Vishwabhushan Mishra, told AIR that in Lucknow Mandi, technology is being used to monitor vendors and 100% social distancing is being ensured.
लखनऊ मंडी उत्तर भारत की सबसे बड़ी मंडी है जनसंख्या की दृष्टि से, क्षेत्रफल की दृष्टि से हालांकि हम बड़ी मंडियों से कई गुना कम हैं। यहाँ पर सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग नाम को मेंटेन रखते हुए हमने कुल 35 टीम का गठन किया, जो क्षेत्र में जाकर लगातार भ्रमणशील रहकर प्राइस कंट्रोल और भंडारण की समस्या न होने पाए, कालाबाजारी न होने पाए और चीजों की उपलब्धता सुनिश्चित रहे। हमने अपने यहाँ बिकने वाले फल सब्जी का जो समय था उसको अलग अलग किया, जिससे हमारे पास भीड़ 3-4 भागों में विभाजित हो जाए और हमारे पास सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग मेंटेन करने की सुविधा हो सके।
Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
The Tamil Nadu government has announced several relaxations in the lockdown that come into effect from Monday. The state cabinet led by Chief Minister Edappadi Palanisamy met today in Chennai and announced the decision to partially restart the state economy. The state government has said in a release the announcements are in conformity with the union government guidelines. However, full lockdown will continue to be in force in the containment zones. Meanwhile, a record 231 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the state today. The total infection has mounted to 2,757, while the active caseload is 1,384. Today's new case count is the largest ever in the state. 29 patients were discharged after recovery. One person succumbed to the disease today, taking the toll to 29. The testing of samples has touched a new high to 10,127. More from our correspondent.
In Chennai, industries in non-containment areas, IT units, special economic zones and export-oriented units have been permitted to restart their operations subject to certain conditions. However, they have to operate with limited strength and the staff need to be transported by the office-provided vehicles. E-commerce firms can operate during the permitted timings. Working hours of shops selling essential items have been extended till 5 p.m. Beyond Chennai, industries in unaffected rural and town panchayats are allowed to function with 50% staff. In urban and semi-urban regions, they can function with the permission of the district administrations. Hardware shops and home appliances service centers are also allowed to operate. Hotels can offer parcel services till 9 p.m. Agri and food processing sector will remain unhindered by any restrictions. State and central government offices can function with 1/3 of the strength. Jai Singh, AIR News, Chennai.
In Maharashtra, one of the persons arrested in connection with the Palghar seer lynching case tested coronavirus positive. Police have so far arrested 115 persons, including 9 minors in connection with the lynching of 3 men, including 2 seers, at Gadchinchale village in Palghar district of Maharashtra last month. District Civil Surgeon Dr. Kanchan Vanere said the patient, who is an accused in a murder case, was shifted to the government hospital in Palghar from police lockup at Wada after he tested positive for the virus Friday night. She said 20 others kept in lockup with him have been quarantined, along with around 23 police personnel who had come in contact with him. The health department is now trying to find out how he contracted the infection or report.
20 persons who are currently residing in Gurdwara Langar Sahib at Nandir in Maharashtra have tested coronavirus positive. Swabs of total 97 people residing in the Gurdwara had been collected for testing on 30th April and 1st of May, out of which 25 samples tested negative and rest 41 samples report is awaited. Nandir has now 26 cases in total. Meanwhile, at least 19 persons have tested positive for COVID-19 in Maharashtra's Nashik district, taking the tally to 316. A release from the district administration stated of the 19 new cases, 7 were from Malegaon and 12 from Nashik. On a positive note, as many as 56 COVID-19 patients, including a 3-year-old girl, were discharged at the same time from a civic run hospital in Mira Bhayandar township in Thane district for recovery. MLA Geeta Jain said it was perhaps the first time in the state that so many COVID-19 patients were discharged at once. Devre Bhattacharjee, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Haryana, 19 more persons tested positive for COVID-19 today, and 1 patient was discharged from Nuh after recovery. 12 positive cases were reported from Jhajjar, 6 from Gurugram and 1 from Yamunanagar. A woman from Ratnagad village of Ambala died due to this infection, who was under treatment in Chandigarh. The Assam government has decided to open its borders with northeastern states except Sikkim from tomorrow to allow the return of stranded people to the state. Talking to newspersons in Guwahati, Health Minister Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma said all those people who would return would be screened at interstate borders. He said the Assam government has also issued a new helpline number to facilitate the return of people stranded outside the state. The number is 7428 159 966. He said that citizens will get a link on their mobile numbers within 48 hours. The minister said 2 additional DGP rank officers will monitor the entire process. Mr. Sarma also said those who are willing to return to Assam using personal vehicles or conveyances would be allowed to do so if they apply for passes. A report from our correspondent.
The Assam government has issued a new helpline number to facilitate the return of stranded people outside the state. The number is 74281 59966. Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said that citizens will get a link on their mobile within 48 hours. Mr. Sarma also said those who are willing to return to Assam using personal vehicles or conveyances would be allowed to do so. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Sarvanand Sonowal held a meeting with the editors of the media houses in Guwahati today. Chief Minister thanked them for creating awareness to prevent COVID-19. The Chief Minister also urged media to exercise utmost restraint while reporting news about administrative machinery engaged in the COVID-19 fight. Manas Pratim Sharma, AR News, Guwahati. Start.
This is All India Radio bringing you a special program on COVID-19. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi takes stock of issues and reforms in agriculture, urges to use technology to benefit farmers. Relief package for MSME sector to be announced soon, says Union Minister Mr. Nitin Gadkari. Recovery rate from COVID-19 goes up to 26.65% in the country. Migrant labourers and students from different states start reaching their hometowns. Government releases academic calendar for 9th and 10th classes, focus on technological methods and social media tools for teaching. All domestic and international flight services to remain suspended in the country till the midnight of 17th of May. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
The government today released the alternative academic calendar for classes 9th and 10th. The calendar provides guidelines to teachers on the use of various technological methods and social media tools available for imparting education in fun-filled, interesting ways which can be used by learners, parents and teachers even while at home. However, it has taken into account the varying levels of access to such tools, mobile, radio, television, SMS and various social media. Speaking on the occasion in New Delhi, Human Resource Development Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank said the fact that many students may not have internet facility on the mobile or may not be able to use different social media tools. In this situation, the calendar guides teachers to further guide parents and students through SMS on mobile phones or through voice call. He informed that the alternative academic calendar for classes 11th and 12th and subject areas will be released very soon. He added that this calendar will cater to the needs of all children, including Divyangs. Several activities will be undertaken by the armed forces on Sunday to show solidarity of the frontline soldiers with the Corona warriors. Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat yesterday announced that the three services will carry out a series of activities to thank the Corona warriors. Welcoming the announcement, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that Indian armed forces have always kept the nation safe. He said even in times of disasters, they are out there helping people, and now our forces are in a unique way saying a big thank you to our frontline COVID-19 warriors for their endeavour towards making India COVID-19 free. Home Minister Amit Shah has also complimented the Chief of Defence Staff and Armed Forces for their decision to thank the Corona warriors. Mr. Shah said in a tweet that the Corona warriors are working relentlessly to keep our nation safe against the menace of COVID-19. A report.
A number of aircraft of the Indian Air Force are planned to do a flypast over Delhi and NCR region to salute the brave Corona warriors. Fighter aircraft formations comprising the Sukhoi 30, MiG-29 and Jaguar will be flying over Rajpath and will orbit over Delhi, which will be visible to the residents of the national capital from their rooftops. In addition, C-130 transport aircraft will follow a similar profile. The aircraft will be flying at an approximate height of 500 meters to 1000 meters, keeping aerospace safety in mind, especially in respect of bird activity. Additionally, helicopters are planned to shower petals over the National Police Memorial at 9 a.m., followed by tele-hospitals between 10 to 10:30 a.m., including AIIMS, GTB Hospital, Lok Naik Hospital, Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, Saptajang Hospital and Army Hospital. The efforts of the COVID-19 warriors will also be appreciated by the Indian Coast Guard by illuminating the ships at 25 locations covering the entire coastline of the country. A total of 46 ICG ships and around 10 helicopters will take part in the initiative. With Naseem's report, Swati Rakheja, EIR News, Delhi.
In our series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of leading medical experts on COVID-19. Speaking exclusively to AIR News, Dr. Rakesh Mishra, Director of Centre of Cellular and Molecular Biology, highlighted the importance of growing cultures of the virus in labs for developing vaccines and conducting serological tests.
We also have started growing the virus in the laboratory, which is very important technology platform for several things. One is vaccine preparation, so you can grow a lot of virus, inactivate it and use it as vaccines. We are interacting with several companies and they will take it up from there and go and do trials. Then second thing is these are growing in the cell, so you have a cell culture system where you can test drugs. So add a drug and virus growth is stopped, which means it's an antiviral against COVID-19. Also, we can do serological testing, use them as an antigen to test the plasma of recovered patients, whether they have antibody against the virus, so that plasma can be used for plasma therapy.
All domestic and international flight services will remain suspended in the country till the midnight of the 17th of May. The Office of the Director General of Civil Aviation, DGCA, in an official release today stated that the decision has been taken as a measure to contain the corona pandemic. It further stated that both foreign and domestic airlines will be informed about opening of operations in due course. The restriction is not applicable on international all-cargo operations and other special flight operations approved by the DGCA.
The government has extended the nationwide lockdown for another 2 weeks after the 4th of May. However, considerable relaxations will be allowed in lower-risk districts marked as green and orange zones. The Home Ministry issued new guidelines yesterday which will be applicable based on the risk profiling of the districts into red, green and orange zones. Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting Prakash Javadekar has said in the third phase of the lockdown, practically half of the country will become operational from May the 4th. Mr. Javadekar said the lockdown has brought us success and the country has fared much better than other countries in its response to contain the corona pandemic.
भारत ने इस क्राइसिस को ठीक मैनेज किया है, यह हमें समझना पड़ेगा। और ये इसलिए हुआ कि समय पे लॉकडाउन हुआ, लॉकडाउन से कड़ाई से पालन हुआ और अब ईजिंग आउट कर रहे, फेजिंग आउट कर रहे और फेजिंग आउट में ग्रीन जोन में लगभग रोजमर्रा की सारी एक्टिविटीज खुल गई है। सभी उद्योग और खासकर उद्योग ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में ही होते हैं, एकदम शहरों के बीचे बीच फैक्ट्रीज नहीं होती है, तो वो आसपास होती है। वो सारी फैक्ट्रीज भी डेडिकेटेड ट्रांसपोर्ट से चालू रहेगी, तो वो दूसरा मुद्दा है। कंस्ट्रक्शन एक्टिविटीज शुरू कर सकते हैं, जहां वहां मजदूर वैसे भी कंस्ट्रक्शन एक्टिविटी पर मजदूर वही रहते हैं।
Mr. Javadekar said that the opposition is only indulging in blame game and they have no agenda or issues to discuss. He said they are blaming the government on the very points to which they had earlier agreed. The mythological serial Shri Krishna will be broadcast on DD National from tomorrow at 9 p.m. In a tweet, Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar has asked people to watch the legend of glory of Lord Krishna.
Krishna दर्शकों का पसंदीदा धारावाहिक श्री कृष्ण जल्द आ रहा है डीडी नेशनल, फ्री डिश और अन्य डीटीएच चैनल पर। सब्सक्राइबर्स अपना चैनल नंबर नोट करें। फ्री डिश 001, टाटा स्काई 114, एयरटेल 148, सन डायरेक्ट 302, वीडियोकॉन D2H 149, डिश टीवी 193 और डेन 138। आगामी आकर्षण धारावाहिक श्री कृष्ण।
Actress Kriti Sanon has appealed to people to follow social distancing measures and take all precautions to guard against the COVID-19 outbreak. She called for unity in the fight against the virus outbreak.
Guys, there are very small basic things that we all can take care of. If you're stepping out to buy grocery, make sure that you're at least at a 6 feet distance from each other. Do not touch anything, wear a mask, do not touch your face, come back, wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, sanitize everything that you've touched. अगर आप अपनी लिफ्ट में जा रहे हैं तो लिफ्ट का बटन हाथ से नहीं दबाएं, एल्बो से दबाएं. If you're a righty, use your left hand to open all the doors and turn knobs. Stay positive, stay fit, stay at home.
The Arogya Setu app is proving very helpful to citizens in the fight against COVID-19. Ajay Jain from Jharkhand appeals to fellow citizens to download this app to protect themselves from the invisible enemy.
अजय जैन मगधपुर गिरिडीह झारखंड निवासी बोल रहा हूं। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी की अपील पर कोरोना वायरस से बचाव के लिए मैंने आरोग्य सेतु ऐप डाउनलोड किया। यह काफी लाभदायक है। यह ऐप हमारे आसपास कोरोना संक्रमित व्यक्ति की जानकारी रेड, ऑरेंज और ग्रीन के सिग्नल के माध्यम से देता है। मैं लोगों से अपील करता हूं कि आप भी आरोग्य सेतु ऐप अवश्य डाउनलोड करें और अपने परिवार की सुरक्षा स्वयं करें।
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its bilingual live phone-in program today will bring you a special discussion program on COVID-19. This can be heard tonight on the FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:25 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website newsoneir.com and on our YouTube channel News on EIR Official. You can also follow us on the News on EIR app for updates. The government today dismissed a claim on social media that it has started a scheme named Rashtriya Shikshit Berozgar Yojana to provide a relief package of 50,000 rupees to all ration card holders. In a tweet, the Press Information Bureau clarified that no such scheme has been launched by the central government. It also urged people to beware of such fake and fraudulent sites collecting personal information and fees. Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has praised the initiative of All India Radio to broadcast author Ruskin Bond reading some of his celebrated stories. In a tweet, the minister hopes that book lovers of all ages are encouraged to listen to the program Bonding over the Radio. And now, before we end the program, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi takes stock of issues and reforms in agriculture, urges to use technology to benefit farmers. Relief package for MSME sector to be announced soon, says Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. Recovery rate from COVID-19 goes up to 26.65% in the country. Migrant labourers and students from different states start reaching their hometowns. Government releases academic calendar for the 9th and 10th classes, focus on technological methods and social media tools for teaching. All domestic and international flight services to remain suspended in the country till midnight of 17th May. And with that, we end the special news program on COVID-19.